हेलो, चेक 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 देखिए। हेलो। इंडियंस क्लब, हाँ देखिए। ऑडियो चेक 1 2 3। हेलो हेलो। हेलो। ऑडियो चेक 1 2 3 4 5 6। ऑडियो चेक 1 2 3 4। हाँ, मेरे से भी खुला हुआ है ना, अभी मैं बंद कर दूंगा अभी। ऑडियो चेक 1 2 देखिए जरा। क्या आ रही है? वो तो सर ऑडियो वाला है।
Hello. Hello. I'm audible? Senior? Ma'am, speaker. आ रही है? Hello. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Hello. 1 2 3. Done. ठीक है? 10 से पढ़ जाएगा सर। पीछे नहीं है अभी। 1 2 3. Hello. 1 2 3. Hello. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Done. Done.
two, two, test.
यही पोडियम निकालना है ना।
गोल्डी भाई, गोल्डी भाई, तीन 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 तीन, देखो 3 नंबर। रुक जा, ले इसमें टिक मार, ठीक है चला।
फोन नहीं लगा मेरे से। पड़ी तो है ही पिया।
गुड। ईपी डली हुई तो है इसमें, यही तो डली है। ये डाल दे, मैं वो समय चेक करके आऊँगा।
पैसे तो देखो तेरे कितने देने हैं।
518 है।
चल दो ना।
सचिंदर ने डाल दिया तेरे पैसे?
मैं फोन किया होली रन डाला ही नहीं यार।
गुस्सा लग रहा है।
Good morning, everyone. Will request to be kindly seated. We are about to start. Kindly be seated.
डिस्प्ले कैसे करते हैं? ये तो प्रिंट है, कमांड की तो प्रिंट है, ऐसे प्रिंट है। मिरर कर दिया है सर। फिर मिरर बोल रहा हूँ। ये अब कर लोगे ना पीछे से?
एक बार इसमें HDMI में डायरेक्ट HDMI तो हो जाएगी।
हाँ,
वो ये लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है।
चल गया था तो एक घोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा लग जाएगा गाड़ी में।
नहीं हाँ हो गया
ठीक है, स्टार्ट करें? फिर भी करेंगे।
A warm welcome to all our esteemed guests today. Good morning. Thank you for joining us on this very important session. As we all know, that's India AI Impact Summit 226. It's a global inflection point for all of us. And we all would agree that these 5 days will be history in the making for all of us. And it's so proud feeling to be part of this history. Without wasting any more time, I'll request the speakers for today's first session, which is Generative AI and Future Networks, to come on the stage. I'll request Sri S.T. Abbas to please come on the stage. Sir, put your hands together. Next, I'll invite Sri Shyam Madikar to be on the stage, please. Thank you, sir. We'll ask Mr. Gurvinder Singh Aluwalia. He is CEO Digital Twin Labs USA. So please be on the stage. Next, I'll invite Mr. Manoj Gurnani from Nokia. Yeah, thank you, sir. Please be seated. I'll ask Mr. Colonel P.K. Chaudhary to please be on the stage. And yes, ma'am, Janet White, please be on stage. Thank you very much, ma'am. So as you can see, the kind of speakers you will see today, this is the Power Pact. It's a global speakers we have the privilege to have today. I have a privilege to call Sri Anil Kumar Bhardwaj ji for giving up the welcome address. As you all know, Bhardwaj ji is a regulatory specialist, over 30 years of experience in leadership roles in policy regulation, economic policy, competitive regulation, and change management. And we all know that he has been advisor to TRI also. So put your hands together, Shri Bhardwaj ji, for your welcome address. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dhananjay. Dignitaries on the dais, Shri S.T. Abbas ji, Shyam Madrikar ji, Gurinder Singh Aluwalia ji, Manoj Gurnani ji, Mr. P.K. Chaudhary, and of course our friend from GSMA, Janet, and ladies and gentlemen. This session has been curated on behalf of DOT. Actually, I first of all want to welcome you all and thank you for sparing your valuable time today morning. Whatever AI, and AI is changing the world. We all are hearing, we are listening to things, and there is a tweet of Matt Schumer which became viral three
models. And for many operational scenarios, also those requiring real-time reliability, the traditional AI remains sufficient and in some cases preferable. Whereas generative AI becomes particularly powerful when the tasks require contextual reasoning, synthesis of information, or interactive intelligence. For example, in root cause analysis, traditional AI can detect correlation and identify likely fault domains, whereas generative AI on the other hand can go a step further. It can interpret multi-source logs, generate human-readable summaries, propose step-by-step remediation workflows, and even simulate alternative scenarios also. Similarly, in customer support also, the traditional chatbots rely on predefined scripts and intent trees, whereas generative AI-powered systems can handle open-ended queries, maintain conversational context, and generate personalized responses also. So generative AI can generate synthetic data sets for rare scenarios, create digital twins of network environments, and simulate network behavior under future demand conditions. So this relationship between generative AI and future telecom networks, it is going to be further broader, particularly in 5G Advanced and 6G, because these are the co-developing as mutually enabling technologies. In earlier generations, AI was introduced as an optimization layer, whereas the emerging 6G vision increasingly describe network as AI native, and this means AI is not simply an add-on tool, it becomes embedded with the architecture itself. AI models may influence control plane decision, spectrum allocation, resource management, and service orchestration. And these generative AI applications, they will be useful in radio access network as well as core network and provision of services also. In the RAN domain, generative AI can generate synthetic radio datasets, build digital twins of radio environments, and enhance channel state information prediction. The wireless physical layer foundation model of generative AI, this will enable the large-scale pre-training on radio datasets, improving beamforming, massive MIMO organization, and interference mitigation. And this reduces the reliance on costly drive testing and allows network to adapt more quickly. In the field of core network, generative AI supports automated policy generation, intelligent network, slicing, fraud detection, and advanced traffic modeling. And there will be a transition from traditional self-organizing networks, which depend heavily on rule-based mechanism towards predictive, context-aware, and self-learning system. And further, collaborative inference architecture, which models are distributed between devices and edge nodes, help manage computational demands while maintaining strict latency targets. Such distributed AI processing will be critical in 6G environment. And so that is why TEC has initiated a technical contribution also to the ITU-T study group 13 on benchmarking framework for generative AI in telecommunication network. So the future network will accelerate the proliferation of AI also. So AI will be helping the network as well as network also will be helping the generative AI to process the data faster, because 5G Advanced and 6G provide ultra reliable, low latency communication, massive bandwidth, and integrated edge computing. So these capabilities allow generative AI models to be deployed closer to the users, enabling real-time immersive application, autonomous systems, and intelligent industrial solutions. So network slicing will provide dedicated resource for AI workload. So as communication, computing, sensing, and AI converge, the network will become pervasive platform for delivering the Gen AI services at scale. And at the same time, the security and trust challenges must also be addressed. Threats such as prompt injection, data poisoning, model inversion, adversarial manipulation, and privacy leakage can have serious implication in telecom network. Compromised AI decision could impact service continuity or even emergency communication. Therefore, a strong governance framework and secure model update mechanisms are essentially required for safeguarding the networks. So in conclusion, the relationship between generative AI and future telecom networks is deeply interdependent and transformative. Future networks, particularly 5G Advanced and 6G, will provide the high capacity, low latency, and distributed computing infrastructure necessary for generative AI to operate reliably at scale. So the success of 6G will therefore depend on how effectively we integrate generative AI into the network architecture while ensuring performance assurance, interoperability, security, and trust. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. As always, your insights are second to none. Our next speaker began his career at CDOT and later joined the Department of Telecom as an ITS officer before moving on to the industry, where he held senior leadership roles in network planning, engineering, and technology strategy. Sir has also served as the CTO of Lebara Group in London and was a member of GSMA's Executive Management Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, with a huge round of applause, please join me in welcoming the President and Group CTO Mobility of Reliance Jio, Shri Shyam Prabhakar Madikar.
Thank you. Can we have the presentation, please? Good morning. Thank you. Abbas ji, Janet, Kanal Chaudhary, Muir, and the gentleman from. It's a pleasure and privilege. Anil, thank you so much for hosting the DOT session. I think we do as the bandwagon of AI, bandwagon of compute, bandwagon of IT and semiconductors kind of get bigger and bigger and bigger. I think we also need to understand and highlight the pivotal and fundamental role that telecom as an organization kind of as an industry plays into it, because this becomes the baseline on which the whole picture is getting evolved. What I want to do over next 10 minutes max is actually take you through some fundamental paradigm shifts that are happening, and how are we as an industry, how are we as a country, and how are we as a planet actually kind of looking forward to it, and how is this going to change the way, how are we fundamentally going to use this as the next vehicle on which not only the citizen interactions, enterprise interactions, government reaching to its citizens, everything is going to happen. So let's start with the fundamental forces of this nature. We are talking about two fundamental forces. They are coming together now. Connectivity, which is growing by leaps and bounds. We are talking about a really incredible and unprecedented velocity at which connectivity is growing. Every 10 years you see a new generation coming in. We started in India almost now 4 decades back with 4G, with 2G, then came 3G, then came 4G. Now 5G is something which is out there, which is getting advanced, and we are right now on the anvil of moving to 6G. Satellite is there knocking at the door. Fiber is getting much more pervasive. So connectivity is indeed kind of moving at a really unprecedented velocity. That is the first force. The second force is compute. And if you look at compute, it has also, thanks to Moore's law, processing power doubling every year, which is almost 1,000 times every 10 years. How does it scale up from very basic capability of microprocessors to group processors to serialized chains of processors to now GPUs and TPUs and things like that, where the ability to synthesize, process and understand data is actually going again at an incredible velocity. And when these two forces are moving at these great velocities, the only currency they are using is data. There is just one currency. In fact, network and connectivity moves data from one point to another, and compute processes and synthesizes that data for output, for insights, for actions. Now is the time when these forces are actually converging to use this common currency called data, to take it to the extremely intuitive level, extremely aware level, where anybody or everybody, be it a human being or a machine or a process, is able to understand the data, process the data, connect it to the nearby adjacent and far-end systems, and draw insights and actions which were actually in the realm of science fiction as early as 5 to 7 years. I mean, before COVID, we could not have even imagined the way AI has used connectivity and has become this pervasive in our world of industry.
Points to think about it. With Repro, you get that platform, and that platform is something which will help you not only just taking the content to any channel, but also giving you something, what is really, when the like rubber hits the road, you really want to know that, what is I'm really talking about. Because maybe your content is A-scale content, and maybe not. We give, with the power of our Repro Spark, a way to make sure that you understand the power of your content and what it is in the like global level. So that is something, and that's how when I was showing you the last time about GraphQL, graph RAG based system, we make your content like discoverable also. Many times what we have seen in the content world is that when people talk to us that there are like research going on, but people really don't know where to find. This market is so much fragmented. Many publishers, many people, many books we have, but really that discoverability is a challenge today. I mean, how, if I want to really understand like a micro, like biology concept, and within that, one specific areas, it's very hard to find. That's what we help you, right, as well as in that journey, and make sure that we provide you enough ways to monetize that content across, and also help in that journey. For example, we also create A+ metadata out of it. For example, sometimes what's happening that even the content is good, but you don't have the enough kind of a metadata around it, which can help you to be like discoverable. So that's what we do. Absolutely, I think that is actually, in fact, what also is very important is your content is supposed to be available in a PDF or a like text format. But think about it, the world is growing towards audiobooks with a CAGR of, let's say, 26.2%, almost reaching a $35 billion market by 2030. Now, if that is the power of the case, you don't need to limit yourself just being a content creator in a text format, right? Make a video. We will be able to help it in creating an audiobooks, ebooks, multi-format, multi-language. You usually put up in English, we'll give you in 22 languages. I mean, definitely it's an integrated system. We will integrate with a lot of areas and available. So with Repro Books content power, we are actually going to help, because we know the trends also. We see this market deep inside out. Audiobooks is again a trend. Ebooks is a big trend. And think about the Asia Pacific overall, including India and China, fastest region growing by 7% CAGR. That is actually something which we enable you to make into that journey. So I think that is what the thing is. And that is what we are saying, that Repro Books is uniquely positioned to capture these growth vectors. And our technology infrastructure possesses content across format, language, geography, and geographies at scale. So that is what I think we'll be definitely like correcting, and then we'll help you up in that as well. So, thank you. Any other like content person here? Anybody who really is looking for? Can you give some mic there, please? Thank you.
Yeah, hi. I am into video content.
Okay.
And we make videos through AI also, but we really don't know how to push it, how to boost that. So that is, if you can.
Yeah. So see, the thing is, definitely people are creating content, and content can be like created by a author. So when you are creating your own content by any tool or anything, you are increasing your like productivity by using certain tools to build up the content, but your idea is your own original thing. But if you want to really take that thing, I mean, audiobooks, ebooks, and also a lot of content. So I think definitely what we are actually talking about the like discoverability of that content. So video content is something which we are looking up to explore, you know, what we can do about it. But it's really something is in the audio, in the ebooks, in the print business, in the like wherever the content is in a printable format as well as in the like distributable format. That's what we primarily focus on today. Yeah. You were saying something as well? Same thing. Okay. Okay. So this is actually something which we are having. Now what is our like competitive edge? Our actually competitive edge is, first of all, I would say that this is our competitive edge. I mean, basically publisher trust. Publisher trust is our biggest I would say our competitive edge, because you know ultimately anybody can actually create content, but you know if you are backed by the trust of the publisher, that is something which Repro is really into it. Second thing is we have a multi-language AI model. That is actually the power of it. We have a full stack end-to-end from ingestion to analytics to no bolt-on solution. That's what the power of Repro is. A big speed to market. I mean, nobody can, you quickly think of something, so many millions of titles across the world getting available in a single day within 2 hours is not possible, right? I mean, let's say there are very high selling content. Everybody talk about, let's say, Chetan Bhagat's book, or basically any kind of very known actually authors, known thing. That content anybody stock anyways, right? But if I am actually into like research, if I am into multiple things, that title might not be the top selling, but you know, you still need to get that. And getting available in less than 2 hours also. That's what we have a speed to market. Then we talk about multi-language, and we talk about our scale. That's the majorly the competitive edge which actually Repro has. So Repro's impact, what we have seen is that the like content onboarding has almost from weeks it has become into hours, and that's what I was actually showing, right? Metadata accuracy, right? Pricing optimization, and basically the like demand forecasting. So those are the main areas in which we operate. I think that's majorly I would like to talk about it, and would be very happy to rewrite the content I would say Uberization with all of you, all of us, right, in actually India as well as abroad. We really want to, we really see that, you know, this is the core area which AI needs today. This is the core area which actually AI is really looking forward for, to make sure that we are trusted, that the AI is trusted. That's what we are. So basically partner with us. We have our hall number 6 and in the like 49th hall stall. Please do visit it, and we are Repro Books. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you.